Okay, hi again. So as promised, if you had difficulty with using your fine tuners on the bottom, now I'm going to show you what to do with the tuning pegs. Like I said before, it's better to use small adjustments than to try to over-tune your instrument because you can lead to popping out your bridge or popping a string. If your bridge does pop out, do not glue it. I will show you what to do. If that happens, please message me. All right, so let's say you're having trouble tuning your instrument or it's really far off and you can't get the fine tuners to move anymore. This is my A string. Right now it's not showing you A, it's showing you backwards G because it's reverse. All right, but G is one letter away from A in the musical alphabet. So what I could do is I could follow that string up and I can look to find what tuning peg it belongs to. Now, since G means I'm too loose compared to where A should be, I'm going to tighten my tuning peg by doing righty-tighty. Remember, just small turns. See, now I went too far. I could tell because my whole tuner lighted up, this string is now too tense. I could use the fine tuners at the bottom to bring it down, but since we're talking about the tuning pegs, I'm going to try to do it up here. Now let's say the tuning peg is being pushed in or tightened, and you can see that it's unwinding itself. There's nothing wrong here. You're just going to push in a little bit as you tune to help keep it where it needs to be. Now let's say your tuning peg is not moving at all. That calls for some peg drops. I won't be showing you peg drops in this video, but if you need to contact me asking me about the peg drops, I'll show you how to use it. So now with the help of my fine tuner and my tuning peg, I'm back to my A. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfectly in the middle, but you want it as close as it can be. My D is barely registering a D. You see how it's not really lining up at all? I'm going to use my tuning peg to righty-tighty. Since it's barely lining up as a D, it means it's too loose. If the string is loose, it needs to be tightened. So I'm going to go ahead and righty-tighty it just a little bit. Now I went too far. Just so you know, this is not a full-size violin. This is a half size. It's a bit more delicate when it comes to the tuning process. I'm just going to turn and face it towards me for a moment. Now, once I've used my big tuning peg, I'm going to go down here and use my fine tuner to adjust it, those little adjustments I need. And now I'm back in tune. See, in that first video with the fine tuners, the reason why I didn't touch these tuning pegs is because I'm hoping most of us can get the accurate sound just by making the fine adjustments. Of course, that's not always the case. If your tuning peg is loosening up as you're tightening it or as you're adjusting it, then give it a push in, hold the scroll, which is the top, and give it a little push, not too much. Please don't ever glue anything on your string instruments. They are not meant to be glued together, and the glue that's used for this instrument is remarkably different than the glue that we have at home. Please contact me with anything further. I know this can seem a bit much, and I get it. The ultimate goal is just to play and have a good time. I wish you all the best. Now go practice.